The story happened on the shores of Chequamegon Bay in Lake Superior. It took place in the town of Washburn, Wisconsin during the summer of 2020. This season will always be remembered for its coldness by the town's residents. Alan and Olivia Fisher, a married couple, raised an alarm in early June when their 7-year-old daughter Chloe went missing. On June 5th, Chloe was at her friend Emma's house, and the girls were spending time outside in the yard as they usually did. They played with dolls, danced, and had fun training Emma's happy dog named Bucky. At some point, Bucky noticed a cat and ran towards it. The cat quickly ran towards the forest, and both disappeared behind the trees in a second. The girls called out for Bucky to return, but there was no response. Chloe suggested searching for him, but Emma said her mom forbade them from going into the woods. So Chloe went by herself. Bucky came running out of the woods, but the girl was still missing. Emma informed her mother that her friend had been gone for about an hour. Her mom immediately sounded the alarm. She contacted Chloe's mom and informed Olivia that her daughter had entered the woods. A search team of 43 people was quickly organized to look for the girl. However, even after 2 days of searching, there was no sign of the girl's whereabouts.
On June 14th, an 8-year-old boy named Dustin Green went missing. On June 17th, a 9-year-old girl named Betty Harris disappeared. On June 21st, 7-year-old Vanessa Donovan vanished as well.
Rumors began circulating that a local maniac was responsible. Search parties, including local and state police, had already numbered in the hundreds. Parents panicked and locked their children at home, forbidding them from going into the woods. On a rainy day, Emma sat at home feeling sad without her friend. Sitting by the window, she saw the same cat that Bucky had chased. The cat was perched on a rock in the woods, sheltered from the rain by the thick foliage of the trees. It gazed directly at the girl, even amidst the downpour. She almost felt like she could hear a woman's laughter emanating from the cat. It dawned on her that the cat was beckoning her to the forest. A simple phrase lingered in the air: "Emma, let's take a walk in the woods, Chloe is waiting for you." The girl was pleased that Chloe waited for her. Despite her mother's warnings to stay away from the forest, she wore her jacket and boots and ran through the rain to find the cat. The cat darted behind trees, leading Emma deeper into the forest while stopping often so she could follow. The sound of a woman's laughter mixed with the rain filled the air. The forest grew darker and darker, as the sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense trees. Suddenly, a cat friend darted into the hollow of a massive tree and vanished. Emma cautiously approached and peeped inside the hollow, but slipped on a wet root jutting from the ground. Emma cautiously approached and peeped inside the hollow, but slipped on a wet root jutting from the ground. Emma cautiously approached and peeped inside the hollow, but slipped on a wet root jutting from the ground. She fell into the tree and fainted. Upon awakening, Emma spotted the hunchbacked figure of a tall, slender woman with pale skin standing in front of a massive stove. She is filled with horror as she sees the thin and emaciated children hanging from the ceiling by their arms. They are begging for help and howling in pain. It seems that a wild animal has eaten their arms and legs, leaving behind torn pieces of meat on the ground and blood slowly dripping down. The thin silhouette suddenly turns and glares at Emma. He has a mad grin on his face. She has sharp teeth, crazy eyes, and skin that looks like old, torn couch upholstery. "Are you awake, girl?" "Yes, I'm good. Come have lunch with us, it's time for some fresh meat." She abruptly ran and caught up to the girl, biting into her hand and tearing off a piece. She continued to devour the girl while she screamed and cried. The monster kept tearing off piece after piece until Emma was completely. August 26th, Alan Fisher was heading home from work when he decided to stop at a bar for a drink. He ended up drinking more than he should have, and drove home much faster than usual. Unfortunately, he hit a cat on the way home. While he was there, he couldn't stop thinking about his missing daughter, Chloe. He was so intoxicated, he didn't even realize what had happened, and there was music playing in the car. It was a huge relief for everyone. Strangely enough, after that night, no more children went missing in the town. What no one knew was that Alan had inadvertently saved many other children's lives.